Happy
Go
Friday,
that
everybody.
way.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh my God, cat.
It is the Louise and
Yes.
Jocelyn show tonight on a Friday
Where's
because
my mouse? There's my
are you
mouse.
having we are having no technical difficulties tonight. We had technical
You
difficulties
spoke too soon. I pushed a button.
pushed a button. And I'm locked out of comments again.
Could you please, mouse?
Heavens. All right, you guys. Let me get bear with
I
me. I'm gonna flip each on
swear.
my phone so I can see
I
clear.
swear. Guys, I forgot to push the button that gives everything depth for all of you because it
Okay.
is
Are you
definitely well lit in my space for obvious reasons. I have my super sexy Friday night hair bun going on. I've been working all day and I no longer give a fart.
Well, you know what? If you look real close, you'll see my hair is wet.
Which is how it spent most of the day because I showered and then I braided that bad boy and was like,
No,
enough. My hair's down to
no.
my nearly to my waist. There's so much hair.
This
Kind
is
of
Friday
ridiculous.
night. This is
Chill
in the
time.
PJs,
It's
hanging
chill
out.
time.
It's the end of the holidays, you know.
Less drama than yesterday.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Yesterday, guys.
so I
I
so
swear, quadruped. Keep a
so
walking.
Thursday nights when I finish work at 7,
I'm gonna eat dinner.
and then
Everybody knows
Jocelyn
it's a
and I
Friday. I'm consuming food. It's
Please,
alive.
please. Everybody else is going to sit back and knit. This is a knitting podcast. We will chat about knitting in a second.
We'll get
And
there.
so, like, literally, I walk in the door with 5, maybe 10 minutes to spare before I come up here and I jump on Zoom with you guys on Thursday nights. And there was a whole Rogers outage again, or spotty around Southern Ontario. And anyways, I had no internet. And then you said Diana was having trouble. And yeah, so it was just a thing. So last night did not happen because technology was not working
Well, we
on
couldn't pinpoint the problem on your end, and I was like, "Hey, Diana, question," and
yeah,
she's like, "My internet is a garbage." I'm like, "Ah, it isn't Louise. It isn't Louise's computer. There's nothing Louise can do." Excellent. We're
no,
off the hook.
because no, because I was trying on my phone, I was rebooting my router, I was hotspotting, I was doing all, and then not, no, nothing was working.
Nothing. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so that was last night, and that was that.
Hey, I posted places. I told people
You did. I know. After they probably figured like that we were just not showing up, but we
like
were
a half hour after we started.
because we were just still trying to work out the kinks and thinking, what is going on? Can we get this working? Because as you guys all know, techie stuff is not my strong suit. I'm definitely getting way better at it, but I know what I know. And if I have to branch out past that to troubleshoot, it's very dicey.
I can
So,
do basic troubleshooting with people, but we very quickly run into the wall where what how I interact with my computer is not how other people interact with their computer because I use a screen reader.
oh, okay.
So I can give instructions for audio input steps very easily. I don't always necessarily have my screen turned on anymore, and I navigate my computer fairly often through quick keys, and
Yeah.
I hear what the computer screen has on it. So I don't always necessarily know what everyone's looking at anymore. I'm like, I'm not sure what you're seeing, but I know you got to go find this button. Where it happens to be on your screen, I couldn't help you with.
Oh.
As for
All
me, it's
right.
6 tabs. I don't know where that takes me, but it takes me 6 tabs to get there.
I know. All right. Let's talk knitting. We've got all the techie stuff out of the way. So everybody is saying Happy New Year. I've got
It
comments.
is. It's our first check-in of the new year.
It is. It
And
is the
as
first.
as as per tradition, I'm consuming dinner.
It's all right. We're pretty relaxed around here. Food, knitting, relaxing, chit-chatting with friends. That's what this knit is all about.
Absolutely.
So Wendy says Happy New Year. Catherine says Happy New Year. Nikki is
Happy
here.
New Year.
Susanna, Happy New Year. Um, oh no. Susanna, Susanna, this does not like sound like a very good start to your New Year. She said she's been working hard and calling people names.
Yes. Susanna's had some work trouble.
Oh, Susanna. Okay, well let's it's Friday night. Let's replace those work vibes. It's a relaxing, wonderful weekend, and it's gonna start your Monday off next week better. Oh, Emma Jane. Emma, do you go by Emma? You go by Emma Jane. It's hyphenated, so I'm guessing you'd say Emma Jane. So
Mm,
Emma Jane is here. Kim is here. Yeah, Nikki says, I know it happens. You're kind of at the mercy of the internet, right? If it
you
works, it
are.
works. If it doesn't, you reschedule for the next night.
As at some point, you are not in charge.
You can only do what you can do, right?
You can only do what you can do.
Cheryl is here. Cheryl, how are you doing? So poor
Mm,
Cheryl. This so different Cheryl, not Fiber Friends Cheryl, different Cheryl. Cheryl W.
okay. Okay.
Cheryl W has been laid up with a broken kneecap.
That's not good.
I know. So
That's not
Cheryl,
good at all.
I know it's not good at all. I know. So Cheryl, how are you? Are you able to weight bear at all? Are you able to start physio? I don't know how many weeks it's been, so Alyssa's here.
Hello,
Oh,
hello.
Alyssa, I like your bun, Jocelyn.
Yes, this is my I no longer care button. I'm done.
It's
Done.
Friday night. This is not a fashion.
Well, that and like I was loading the dishwasher 40 minutes ago, and again, my hair's at my waist. Like the goal is butt length hair, right? Like because I was just a challenge to myself. Because I once it's at that length, I
Yeah,
am paying to have it professionally chemically mermaided. So like at some point, like 4 or 5 years from now, I am
yeah.
going to have mermaid fake hair. Like it's gonna be the deep blue seas to the deep greens and like it's a full on fancy thing. This is something I talked about with the lady who does my hair that used to work with me at Dollarama. She owns her own
Yeah.
salon now. And I
Oh,
was like, I want to do this to my hair. She's like, it's gonna kill your hair. I'm like, A, I don't care. She's fair. I'm like, B, I want to wait till my hair's like at the posterior. She's like, oh my God. I'm like, it's gonna look glorious. It's going to be glorious. But I'm only like 3 years into growing it out. So like I have at least another 2 or 3 years of growing it out, and then I'm gonna live with it as electrically wild colored as long as possible. And then I'm chopping it into a bob.
do it. It's hair.
It's hair. But right now we're at the if I try to unload the dishwasher and my hair's not tied up stage, it is a nightmare.
It gets in the way.
It is a
Yeah,
nightmare.
I hear you on that. All right, let's see. I saw Carol was in here. Happy New Year. Susanna's. Oh, maybe you guys maybe are getting snow. We have snow
Ooh,
on the ground. We can still see the grass through it, but there is snow on the ground. It's the most we've had all winter. Oh, Emma's fine. Okay. I only get called Emma Jane when you're in trouble. I know, right?
there's that hair.
Oh, Cheryl says I go to the doctor on the 17th and I'm praying he lets me walk. It's been almost 5 months.
Oh, that's a long time. Oh, that's a long time.
Okay. So are they letting you bend it? Do you have they changed the pins in your leg brace so you can have a little flexibility in it yet? Or is that your I know, I probably every doctor does a little different. Unless this is
It'll also
interesting.
depend on how it's healing and everything, right? Like and how bad the break was.
Yeah,
There's like a
yeah,
whole host of factors in there.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Oh,
guys, you have no
okay,
idea
yeah.
how tasty tofu potatoes are. I'm so hungry.
Oh my gosh. I totally forgot. Oh my goodness.
I'm with you.
Autumn
What
is
we
here.
forgot.
I forgot about your mystery knit along. Hi.
Louise, Louise, there was a whole thing. I talked about it for like a month.
Oh, but it's still, I think I'm still in the it's coming. Get
No
prepared.
way, man. The
And it's
first.
here.
We cast it on the first. Well, okay, everybody else
No
cast it on the first.
way.
I'm done. And I'm taking this next period as a break
Well,
from
crap.
quite that much knitting.
I'm
There's a
what
lot of
five
knitting.
I'm 5 days behind already.
Yeah, that's fine. It's Clue 1. You can catch up.
I can catch up. Oh my
It's
gosh.
also what
Okay.
Diana and Jocelyn did along. We're pretty chill about deadlines.
Oh no, don't give me an out. Okay. So Autumn says even she's working on her mystery knit along. Okay, how are you loving it? Okay.
More
Um,
importantly, are you a Jocelyn or are you a Diana? Those quiz questions took me a lot longer than they should have.
where do I find this?
If you've downloaded it, like if it's in your library,
No, I haven't. So I go to Ravelry.
go to Ravelry,
Okay.
go
Okay.
to Choose Your Own Adventure, because it's
And
an
then
MCAL. Put it in your library, and then you will receive the weekly updates. Now it's a
okay.
pre-pattern, so Ravelry might not send you an email saying it's updated. It's updated every Monday. So just check your library every Monday.
And so where's the quiz?
In the clues.
In
Every
the
clue starts with a quiz because that determines what stitch you're doing. So me and Diana
oh,
may have made the same shape shawl, but we made very different shawls because we made shawls for each of us. And then the questions let you guys pick which stitch clue you want to go for. Literally at the start of the info sheet, we're like, or in the start of clue one, we're like, if you don't like your answers for your quiz, you don't like my stitch, do the other one. Totally fine. Totally fine. You
so
could roll the dice if you
everybody,
wanted to.
everybody, there's going to be like 100 different versions of the shawl depending on. Oh,
Hence the choose
yeah.
your own adventure tag.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. You
It
got it.
also means when I go back to knit it, I don't technically have to knit my shawl. I could knit Diana's shawl. I'd have two
Yeah.
separate shawls, but it's the same. Yeah, it's so it was absolutely delightful to put together, but holy Hannah, the work involved.
Well, yeah,
It's
no
so
kidding. Because
much.
you designed like two shells.
Mhm.
Oh, Cheryl, you can't bend it yet. Well, hopefully when you see the doctor, he'll give you the go ahead.
Yeah.
And are you in the brace that has the bending mechanism on it yet, or maybe they haven't changed you to that yet? Um, anyways, fingers crossed. I'll be rooting for you. Oh, Nikki says it's an easy first section. I can catch up.
It is an easy first section. Diana and I did not go, hey, step one, clue one, super complicated. We went, whoa, this is a big shawl. Let's ease into this bad boy. Let's
Okay.
It's the 1st of January. We're just coming off holidays. There's no need to
Yeah.
go high stress right away. Let's
No, good. There's hope for
take a
me.
breather.
Okay. Okay, I can do this. Okay, I'm gonna pull up Ravel with like right now as we're chatting, you guys. Um,
Absolutely.
but
I'm
first,
still eating dinner.
Nikki says it's, I can catch up. Autumn says so far she's a Diana.
Mm. I like Diana's stitch for glue one. It's very cute.
So did you pick 12 stitch patterns and she picked 12? Or
We
did you pick
started
them
we
all?
started with we started with like 8 to 9, and then we sat with all our swatches for a while and rearranged them in different orders till we got the final 6 that we wanted. And then we put it together.
Okay. Okay, okay, okay.
Even tried to tell a little story through our stitches and our questions and stuff. So
Okay, okay. So Alyssa says she seems to fall almost between Jocelyn and Diane.
oh,
All
to be
right.
fair, we're pretty close personality wise. Like, a lot of things catch our eye equally.
Okay. That's
So we're
exciting.
not, I mean, we're friends and we're very good friends. We're very good friends because, like, we have things in common. There was some things where I was like, oh man, I have that stitch pattern too, but Diana's using that one, so I'll just take that one out. Need to be a
All
touch
right.
different. I think the biggest difference is in the last clue for the dramatic flourish for like that final boss scene. For that's we're quite
Oh,
different in that one.
all right. Let
I'm
me see
here,
here.
I swear,
Why does this do this?
because it
I
hates you.
I think so. I know I had trouble. There I go. And where I want to be. Um, all
Couple
right.
more forkfuls and I finished my supper.
So, do you um do you know how many people are knitting it right now?
No, no, we have a Ravelry thread for everybody to chat in to help cover some of the like the frequently asked questions and stuff. But we've
Right.
got several hundred downloads, but only like 89, 90 people have it queued as a project to work on.
What?
It's a lot. So we're not sure how many people are participating or not. So we're doing
Okay.
our thing and we're interacting with people as they tell us what clue they're working on and what's going on. And we're not really super worried about the final numbers. People
I
that join are the people that join.
I do have it in my Ravelry library.
Yeah, you should have an update because Clue 1 went out technically the 31st because I was out to New Year's Eve party and I said I do not want to get up at 6 in the morning to do this, so I did it before I left. I
Okay.
even think the message said, shh, don't tell Diana. Have it early. I gotta go.
So all the clues are I have all the clues. Is that
You
right?
should have the info sheet in Clue 1 for the Choose Your Own Adventure.
I have clue 1.
Yep.
I have something that says clue 4, clue 8, clue 5.
Nope. There's no Clue 8. Are you looking at the Rebel wrap?
Oh, am I in the wrong one?
You might be looking at the Rebel
Oh,
MCAL.
I'm totally in the wrong one. I don't have it. Okay, hold on.
That one I know you have.
Okay, well, I have that one. I don't have the right one though. I choose your own adventure. Okay, I found it. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank goodness we're doing this with you here, Jocelyn, because apparently I need some hand holding. Okay.
Diana very kindly made different spoiler-free photos for each clue.
Okay, choose your own adventure. Clue 1. Oh, I like
That's the one you're
that.
doing.
Okay.
On
Okay.
Monday, I'll put out a new clue.
Ooh, okay, so I got the weekend. Okay, you
Mhm.
guys, have you how long did it take you guys to do clue 1?
People ask me that, and I'm like, I can't answer, right? Because A, I don't just knit each clue once. Each clue gets knit like 3 or 4 times when you're designing. So I have no idea how long it took me.
True. All right. So now I want to talk to Nikki. And
That's a good
also,
idea because they're only doing the one thing.
that's right.
Nikki will know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like when you're
I know.
designing, it's
Yeah.
not ever just once.
Yeah.
It's like 4 or 5 times before you're done something.
So, okay. Let me
I was
look.
gonna work on a thing, but I don't think so.
Now I'm like super, well, I've got this I'm trying, but I'm reading now. So
Mm.
I clue 1. I need to go info sheet.
You want six fingering weight skeins of yarn. You will have leftovers. Pick 6 fingering weight skeins of yarn.
Okay. Um,
Just in case you decide to do tassels, because there's a space for tassels, just in case the design may or may not call for a repeat of a color somewhere as a highlight. You don't know, and the designer said, don't play yarn chicken, pick 6 full-size skeins.
that yes. No, no, no. No yarn chicken. That would be
Don't do that. Also, not all yarn is the same yardage,
that is true.
which
That
we did say in the info sheet. Not all yarns give you the exact same yardage per brand
oh
per thing.
my
Just pick
goodness.
6 colors, either 6 of a fade or 6 socks, ones that you like. Stay away from heavy variegated because you'll lose the patterns.
Yes, true enough. True, true,
But
true.
speckles, tonals, lightly variegated, that works fine. You lose a little bit of the pattern on the lightly variegated stuff, but if you're okay with that, then you're fine. Self-striping would not make sense. It would not make sense. Don't do it.
No, no. I would go, okay, let me see. I'm gonna
But it's
this
great for stash diving. It's great if you keep looking at fade sets, but go, what in the world would I use this for?
yeah, yeah,
Here you go.
yeah. This is it.
This
Okay.
is it. Yeah.
Oh, all right, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna check the comments here, see what people are saying.
Mhm.
Um, oh, Christine, hello, Happy New Year.
Hello,
Paula, Happy
hello.
New Year.
We got completely derailed. We're supposed to be doing a check-in. We're talking about the MCAL instead.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. We got totally sidetracked here because
Totally
I
sidetracked.
know Susanna's like hollering at the screen. She's like, Louise, you're looking at the wrong one. You're looking at last year's. I know. Apparently. Okay. Anyways, I got it now. So Nikki says I'm about half or a little more than halfway done clue 1.
Okay.
Um,
Which makes sense. We figured people wouldn't make as much progress during the week as they would during the weekend.
true, true, true. Autumn says I had a 5 skein fade set that I oh that I bought a black to go with previously, so it worked out perfectly. Oh, that sounds great.
Oh yeah, I've seen like some of the people who shared colors and stuff have some beautifully chosen colors. There's some wonderful subtle fades. There's some gorgeous, strong, bright contrasts, and like I'm like, yes, I'm here for it. All of it looks so good. Looks so good.
So 6 skein shawl.
Mhm.
That's big.
It's a
That's
it's a Jocelyn size. No, Diana made me stay within the Stephen West and Stephen West Find Your Fade territory, like the
yeah,
Stephen West shawls or the Find Your Fade shawl.
yeah,
She
yeah,
didn't let
yeah.
me go Jocelyn large, which is the Rebel wrap, which is like half a blanket.
Yes,
Now, it is the most epic blanket shawl you will ever own. And because it's done in fingering, it has because there's so much of it, it's just this big squishiness, but it has such beautiful drape to it. I have been dreaming of winter so that I could wear this thing outside. No winter, so I keep dreaming about it. But it's
yeah.
yeah,
No
yeah,
winter.
it looks so classy and it's so easy. But the Rebel wrap is Jocelyn large. Diana made me stay within the realm of regular human size large.
Just regular notch, not massive.
Regular, not massive large.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will look for yarn tonight, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking I may have to go shopping because all of mine, yes, I don't think really is going to be a good for pattern knitting.
That is the trick. Like I have a lot of very heavy variegated yarns and
Yeah,
I know they wouldn't work up well. So like I got a fade. Now, guys, to be fair, I got spoiled. Erin made a fade for Diana. It's called Artemis. And it is gorgeous. And then she made me a very wonderful, classy fade that goes from like a dove gray into a very dark navy blue, and it looks
yeah,
it
yeah,
looks
yeah.
so classy. But that's because my winter coat is white. I have a white winter coat. So
Oh,
we
that
looked
is
at the
nice.
coat that I'd be wearing it with. I
Yeah,
went, or with my deep red crocheted and knitted bulky weight sweaters that I like to wear. And then
yeah,
we picked colored fades that would look really good against outerwear I already own. Which in which case it's a super classy dove gray to navy blue.
yeah. I can't go
It
wrong with
looks really good. It's so classy. I'm like, I'm not classy, but my shawl is, so okay.
that.
That work.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. Well, yes, like you mentioned, this is supposed to be check-in night.
It is.
It is.
It is.
It is.
I know because I've been sitting here all day going, dear Lord, what do I pick for next month? Yeesh. And then I went, you know what? No, I'm casting on. It's the first month of the year. I don't care. We're
Ah,
casting on.
we're casting on.
We're
Oh,
casting on.
I would be so maybe. Okay. Before we get carried away
Okay,
talking
before we derail
about
again.
yes, okay, focus. Focus.
Okay.
Um, I said,
I even
is
put my
Cindy
phone.
here? I know Cindy was knitting socks with us because we
She was.
didn't we say that this was sock month? Were you doing socks too, or were you doing
I
sweater?
did do socks
You
with
did
you.
do socks. Because that's what
Where
I thought.
did my
But
cat knock my sock bag off onto?
hi, Diana. Diana's here. Yes, Diana, we're talking about the MCAL because I totally forgot about it. Thank goodness
Looks like.
Autumn is talking about it. And I'm like, wait, I think I wanted to do this. How did I forget? I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know. I don't know.
Poor
Anyways,
Diana, last time we were talking, her eyeball was watering. I'm like, oh, do I understand that pain?
oh no. So, yeah, so Diana, I got to go look for yarn. By look, I think that means look in a yarn shop.
No
Because
judgment. You do what's best for you.
yeah, because all my sock yarn it's not going to work for patterns, right? It's yeah,
If
I
your
don't
sock yarn is majorly self-striping, it won't.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know Liz is laughing at me. I know, but Liz, I have to. I do have some navy croy, but the thing is, I either have to do it all in croy or not in croy because it's not the same weight as other sock.
Yes, because Croy is very different.
Now, I could do it all in navy.
You could do a solid color. I haven't seen anybody just pick to go, nope, I just want the solid color one and just have different texture stitches.
I could
That
do
is an
I've
option.
got I could do that. I could do that.
We could do that. Use that purple
Uh,
croy up that everybody teases you about.
I know. No, that's gonna be a blanket. It has a
Okay.
I know. I know. You guys just watch. Someday it will transform into a blanket. It will, it will, it will.
It will.
Um,
Okay.
okay, so maybe I don't have to go shopping. If I just do blue,
Mhm. You would end up with one gloriously large, squishy navy shawl, which like would go with everything.
it would be wearable, right?
It would be where, and you would have different textures and lace patterns all throughout it, so you wouldn't get bored making it because you're switching your stitch pattern
Yeah. Wouldn't have to
every
switch the
section.
yarn because the pattern switches. And I'd be using a whole bunch of stash yarn.
That is also a thing. Are you going to keep, okay, so here's this thing me and Diana were talking about, and I was keeping the ball bands. So as we finish a ball of yarn, we put the ball band aside so at the end of the year we can count how many ball bands we went through.
I am doing that.
That would be a great way
Yeah.
to hit all of those markers I know you were talking about doing
Yeah.
for the new year.
Okay. Yeah, so that would count as stash.
Give a stash.
I just have to find.
Okay, that I can't help you with.
I know.
I can't find my
See, I
tripod.
was I was
I am a
talking.
solitary human in an apartment. You'd be amazed how
Oh,
much stuff I lose.
I know. Well, that's the thing, right? I started to organize and I moved all my sock yarn.
I
I will,
understand that
I
pain.
will, I will
I
have to do
understand that
some
pain.
looking. Okay, I think I will just do that. I think I will find the blue
Yeah. I
and
think a solid navy one would look amazing.
I think it will. I think, okay. Oh, I wish I had it and I could like show it to you. I mean, because
That's okay.
I don't think it's like navy,
It's like more royal blue navy.
somewhere in between maybe. Like I don't
Okay.
think it's super, like it's not bright like a royal blue.
But it's not almost black like a navy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
It's a nice, rich, deep blue
Yeah, I think that
that's still gonna have some gravitas.
oh, okay. I'm super excited. I'm gonna go looking for that tonight.
I do not give needle sizes. Why? Because they are wildly different between every human on the face of the planet.
Exactly.
Either
I
you've knit
know.
enough shawls, you know what shawl fabric you like, and you're good to go, or you don't, and I include a gauge swatch. Yes, I
Yeah,
will make you do them because what I did on for gauge and what you did on for gauge are going to be totally different.
totally different.
And that so heavily affects your yardage. I can't even
Yeah.
begin to describe to you how much that affects your yardage.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Big time. Big time.
Massively affects your yardage. I know I've answered so many questions. People are
Yeah.
like, you don't listen to needle size. And I'm like, nope. And I've stopped. And I've stopped because
Yeah.
what
Get
you knit on and what
something.
I knit on are different. What different from what the third person knits on. I've had some people who are like they get gauge at 3.5. Some are getting it on gauge on 4 millimeter, which is what I got gauge on. But like every other person's gotten it on a slightly different size with a slightly different needle with a slightly different tension.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my word.
Just wait. I gotta text Eric.
Get as close as you can to 20 stitches over 4 inches and call it a day and move on. It is
Yes.
not super precise. It's a shawl. It's a shawl.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
like your fabric and you know it'll hold up to some texture and it'll look pretty with lace, you are good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some nice restful transition spaces, periods, in which case there's choice in the transition too. There are two ways to transition. I put in as much choice as I could, people.
Well, that's good. Okay. Well, I'm excited.
Yep,
Okay. I'm super excited that I can use stash yarn, and I
absolutely.
don't have
I think they look
don't
great.
have to go shopping now.
Yeah, go find that blue croy. It
That
sounds delightful to me. I think that'll
yeah.
look really good.
I'm excited for that.
Ooh, police officers are driving past my apartment.
Mm. Okay. Oh yeah, Nikki says yes, a navy shawl would be perfect.
I think it'd be gorgeous in navy.
I think it,
Even if the navy's closer to like a blue, deep blue than a navy, it would still look really good.
yeah, I think it would be great.
I think it would look
Oh,
really good.
Christine says she loves to go shopping in her stash. I know it is
Oh, it's so
fun
good.
to
It's so
go
good.
pulling out stuff that you haven't seen in a little while.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
Oh, Nikki says she paired 6 sock yarns from her stash that kind of sort of fade.
Hmm.
Yeah, nice. So that will
Well,
be
once you start
beautiful.
looking at your stash, you'll discover there's a color range you buy that you're
Yeah,
drawn
you kind of
towards.
always.
Mhm. So finding enough in the same color range to make a nice fade is not hard. It's not hard.
Christine just also, even she just said she liked to shop in her stash, and then the next comment is, but I also like to shop at my local yarn shop. And
I rarely make it as far as my local yarn shop. I usually start talking to Erin about yarn and colors, and then just kind of shows up the next time before I've had a chance to go to the local yarn shop, and I've gone, ha ha ha, this was perfect, and I didn't even have to put on pants. This is great.
well, that's yeah, so Christine just bought 10 skeins of vintage to crochet a blanket.
Absolutely. Oh, I love blankets. I love blankets so much. Oh, I've been sleeping under my homemade crocheted couch throws when
Oh,
I nap in the afternoons. Oh, so good. So good. I'm just like, oh, it's time for my afternoon nap. Pull up my crocheted couch throw and my cat naps beside me, and
oh,
we have a
okay.
glorious afternoon nap after lunch every day. My
Okay.
dad has done it for years, and I've sort of
Yeah.
fallen into the habit, and oh man. Oh, no
Oh,
regrets. No
not a bad
regrets.
thing at
Have
all.
lunch, have a half-hour nap, get up and do my afternoon. It's beautiful.
Okay. Oh, see, yeah, Diana says she'd like to see a one colored shawl. Okay, then I think I'll just do
I
that.
think a one color is a great idea.
But
I think one
now,
color is a great
okay,
idea.
Jocelyn, you got to help me out here again.
Okay, that's what
And
I'm here for.
Paula, because Paula says French Navy. Do
Okay.
you know what French Navy? I don't think I've ever heard of French Navy.
It's a description of a very specific shade of
Hmm.
navy. So technically it does fall under the navy bracket, but if I recall correctly, a French navy is towards the lighter side. Like, guys,
Okay.
these are color definitions I no longer see, and I haven't seen in years. So we are pulling from
Oh, you deep.
deep memory here. Deep. I could be wrong.
Okay. We'll have to Google it. Anyways,
Yeah.
French Navy sounds very sophisticated.
Just
I think we'll just
turns out
call
it's a
it.
pretty shade of navy. There's multiple shades in each color range for each color.
Yeah,
But yeah, if what you're talking about is towards the lighter end of navy,
I think so. I think from what
into like
I
a
remember, I don't know. Let's just call it French Navy.
sure, that
I like
works.
that. I like that. It can be my shade of French Navy.
Like I don't realize that this cardigan I wear is green
Yeah.
till I put it on next to a black tank top and I go, oh, those are two different colors.
Oh,
If I
well,
look at them separately, they both look black to me
oh, until you've got the contrast.
till I have the
Yeah.
contrast. So like
Yeah.
I don't pick up colors very well anymore. Hence the sort of slide into that primary red white range that we've been seeing over the last few
Yeah.
years is because I can see those colors still.
Well, that's, oh yeah, Diana says, Jocelyn, your local yarn shop comes to you.
Hmm.
You've got it. Yeah.
Hmm. If I have to go
Yeah.
to Michael's, it also comes to me. I order it for pickup, and then my brother-in-law pretends he's my husband and just picks it up for me because he works near Michael's.
Nice.
And I go, I fell down to the yarn store, and he goes, cool, I'll swing by and pick it up on the way after work.
Oh, look at that. Sam is here and Robin is here. Hello, ladies. Happy New
Hello,
Year.
hello. Oh, I
Uh,
finally got to watch Sam and your thingy. Oh my God, those dishcloths.
was that
Oh
not
my God,
amazing?
that was so cool. That's a
Yeah.
heck of a commitment. Like, go Sam.
So if you guys
Go
missed
Sam.
last Saturday, the December 30th, Sam and
Mhm.
I went through her dishcloths. Her dishcloth count for the year ended up at 206.
Now,
And
admittedly, while you guys were live, I was doing whip sprints on my channel, so like I couldn't watch live. I had to watch later, but I knew
yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, because that's what, yeah, we knew that somebody said that because we were chatting to some people that were watching, and I think Sam, she's like, hey, is Jocelyn here? And somebody said, nope, they're live on their channel. So
Yeah, yeah. The last Saturday of the month, we do whip sprints, so I
yeah,
was like, oh no, I'm already booked. I'll have to watch it
that's
later.
that's all right. Yeah, can't always
Sometimes I
put
miss Mondays.
live.
Like my buddy who lives and works in Thailand right now was home for the holidays. I missed the first New Start Monday of the month because we were spending time together because flies
Oh,
home. Well, he flew home today. He started today for his
that's
flight home.
great.
But he like we all of us rearranged our social schedules to cram in as much time with him when he was free while he was here, because
Oh,
that's what he wanted to
exactly.
do.
Well,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Well, he's
sure.
looking to try to spend another year there
Oh,
and to teach again for another year, which
nice.
we all went, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Do it
Why?
up.
Yeah, if you've got that opportunity, why not?
He
Right?
taught in Japan for 2 years. Like this guy likes to teach and travel in foreign
So
countries.
fun.
And we are always
Yeah.
like, yep, nope.
What
When
a
he's
great
in town,
experience.
we drop everything we can drop and spend time because he's there.
Exactly, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, listen to this. This sounds so fun. Emma is currently crocheting a second corner to corner blanket for her son for his new apartment.
Whew, a second one. I don't
Second.
know.
That's amazing. That's a lot of work.
Quarter to corner is quite like once you get into the flow of it, it's no more complicated than a granny square. It's
Mhm.
just the increases are just different enough that until you get into that increase habit, it feels weird. Once your brain's like, oh yeah, then you do this, it's fine.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, it's just
It's like
it's a big project,
it's a big project.
like any
Yeah.
blanket is a big project.
Oh yeah, I love blanket projects. They're also massive. And I always keep forgetting that when I start them.
Mm. Louise has got a great suggestion here for my croy. She said I could use the croy muslin color for the transition areas. I could, and
Yeah.
guess what? I have some of that.
That doesn't surprise me.
I have that, and I know where that stuff is.
Yeah.
Oh, Robin, you saw it too. You saw all the dishcloths. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, Sam says thank you, Jocelyn, for
Oh, so good.
all that. I know.
So
So anyway,
now,
yeah.
to be
Okay.
fair, I did not see any of the illusion stuff. I knew I wasn't going to.
Yes, that
I
would
never do. But I don't doubt that they weren't stunning. I
they were
don't doubt it.
they were fantastic.
I
Yes.
was watching Louise's face. That helps me a lot.
Yeah, because I didn't know what they were until I helped them up. And I'm like, ooh. I mean, I had seen a handful of them at our Thursday because Sam and I see each other Thursdays at our knitting group. And
Yeah.
um, so I had seen the odd one that she had brought in over the year that was finished, but there was a lot of them were complete surprise to me. So that was fun. Um, so we have been on here now for like how long? And we have not talked about
Delay by one day.
we keep and we're like totally sidetracked between the mystery knit along. Okay, Croy sock yarn. Okay, so let's backtrack again. So this was sock month. This was sock month.
Yes.
December was I keep wanting to say was supposed to be sock month.
I feel like there's a story attached to that. You're already prevaricating.
Yeah, I know. There's a very short
Oh
story on it.
God. Okay.
So we were all excited about sock yarn. I had my Christmas sock that of course I was gonna knit in December because I was gonna wear them, and Jocelyn was gonna do socks. And I know Cindy, I think she started a sock just so she could knit along with us.
Yep.
I haven't seen her in the comments, so we'll have to see if she chimes in later to see how her socks ended up. So how did you make it with your socks?
Now I said progress. I wasn't foolish and said, "Oh no, I'm gonna wear it." Like, no, I know better. I understand how hard it is for me to knit socks.
Yes, true. Yes. Okay.
It is
So
not my fastest knit. I
how did you
may, in
make it?
fact, finish blankets faster per if we actually did the math on how much work it is.
Well, yeah, that's bigger needles, bigger yarn. Yes.
It's entirely
So how
possible.
did you make out on your sock?
Hang on, I'm uncoiling all sorts of weird stuff going on here. I'm
Uh,
doing mine two at a time, toe up, and I'm at my first heel.
Oh, look at you.
And my stitch
Awesome.
marker way down here at the bottom tells you where I started.
That's amazing progress. I love that yarn. That is so pretty.
So this
Pretty.
is unshockingly Erin of Fireweed Fiberco yarn. I know,
Yeah.
I know. Who knew, right? Who
That does
knew?
not surprise me. Does
Doesn't
not
surprise
surprise
me. Uh, I love her sock yarn so very much. I have several socks I've made of her yarn, and oh my God, so good. There's coffee in that nebula, so this is from Star Trek. Uh, not last year, but the year before.
Yeah. I like that.
So, but I have a 10-inch foot because I have a size 10 and a bit lady's foot. So, like,
Yeah.
the
Big.
foot is the longest part of the knit for me. It takes a
Yeah.
very long time to get to my heel. I got a lot of foot. And I knit Kevlar. So I'm to go around my lady's 10, 11-ish foot.
Yeah.
Um, I knit 72 stitches on a
Okay.
2.25 millimeter needle.
Yeah.
And it is dense stitches. Like we're not,
You're
there's
so
no,
right.
I'm so tight. And
Me
I love
too.
it because I have never had to repair a single one of my socks. There's no shifting in my stitches in these
Your stitches
socks.
don't. They don't
They don't.
move. They don't
They
rub
don't
against
move.
each other. They
No, no. It stays on my foot. It is comfortable. It is fitted to my foot. And most importantly, I have discovered that when I knit socks and I wear socks I knit for myself, my winter boots don't take my socks with them when I take my foot out of my boot.
that is something I would like to have happen or not
Which
happen.
doesn't happen with any of my other socks because none of my other socks are fitted quite
Because there's
as these socks as my homemade as the ones I knit myself.
that.
But
Okay.
I'm about halfway done my first heel.
Yay! That's so wonderful. Like yarn is fantastic. You made good progress.
I made very good progress, which I'm very, very happy with. So I'm also very happy I didn't say finish. Otherwise, I would have been stressing myself out.
I am never
That was
saying that word again.
you say that now.
I know I always say that. And then I get excited. I'm like, yes, I can do it. I can finish these. I can do
Yes.
it. And I don't. Well, you know what? I am, well, I was gonna say I'm sorry to say, but no, I'm not sorry. It's whatever. I didn't even pick up my socks. I didn't even knit one stitch on those Christmas socks.
Wow! It's not normal for you to just go, nope.
Nope. But I did knit for Christmas stockings, though.
You did.
I did. I did.
I
Because
will
those
confess about the time when you started showing Christmas stockings, I went, oh man, she's not gonna have a lot of sock done.
I didn't I didn't even pick it up. It's it's the curse of the Christmas sock yet again. I need to do Christmas socks in July.
You said that last year.
I know. One of these years I'm actually going to
Listen to yourself.
do what I think I should do. Yes, I know. Yes. So my Christmas sock is in a perfect position to be finished for next year.
Yeah,
That's how
all those words make sense.
I know, don't they? That it's I am
Sometimes, am I right?
I know because um I know it's never too soon to start thinking about Christmas for next year, right?
It's not. It's really not.
And
Okay,
I
sorry
have
guys. I'm putting my sock back together so I can do my other half of my heel. I
okay.
wedge them together so that I'm only dealing with one floppy sock at a time.
Oh, aren't you smart? That's a great idea. Oh, hi Nancy. So let me see. Nikki says you knocked it out of the park, Sam. Yes, she did.
Oh yeah, Sam did an amazing job.
Yeah, Sam says she even surprised herself that she did 200 with the extra six, even taking 2 weeks off. Yeah, because she like tore her rotator cuff, so she was
That's a serious injury.
yeah, yeah. Oh, look at this. Paula had her first finish of the year today. She finished
Oh,
a hat.
good.
Yay. That's so exciting.
We will find out tomorrow if I have my first finish for the year because the Tribeca trench coat has to be done for tomorrow for the Tudor Christmas challenge.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Tomorrow. I
That was
have
because
until
you had to do
tomorrow.
a ball and a half a day.
Well, and a half a day.
All
But
right.
I also like I did it so I set it up so that I have because you also have to seam it together. And you
Mhm.
also have to do like there's finishing steps and stuff. So
Oh,
tomorrow's the big reveal. We will see if I got it done or not.
oh, okay. I can't wait. I can't wait. Let's see. Okay, listen to this. Emma, you're like speedy. She said she's on her second corner to corner. And she said, yeah, it's super quick. She did the last one in less than a week. They
I don't
are
have that much time
all
to crochet. Like crocheting is fast. I don't have that much time.
but but that's still big. So she said they're a sofa throw size, which is still a good size. That's
That's
big.
what 50-ish wide by like 70-ish long,
Yeah,
give or take.
that's big.
Still a big,
Wow.
that's still a
That
lot.
that's a lot to do in a week, Emma.
That's a
That's
lot to do.
yeah, yes.
Like my hair gets cut off by the camera lens. It's just so tall.
Oh my Goodness. Oh yes, everybody's liking the color of your socks.
I'm very impressed with how much progress I got done, considering everything
Oh,
else I had going on in the background. I was like, we're saying progress because I might only knit like 2 rows and that's it. I don't got time to look at it the rest of the month.
oh,
Nah, I
I
did
know.
good.
Oh, Diana's gone. She's having dinner.
Yeah.
But she'll be back. So, okay, Alyssa says she's 56 stitches and 7.5-inch foot. It's so funny. After the heel, I only have 3.5 inches for the foot.
Yeah, these are going to be
But,
shorties. I always knew they were going to be
yeah.
shorties. So like the top of it'll well, okay, technically it will be called like
So,
you'll be able to see the ribbing just out the top of a regular shoe.
yeah.
But I don't like the shorties where you slip them on and there's like this much past the heel. It never stays on. So
No,
I
no,
always knit a good
no,
3 inches up the leg and then do my cuff.
no.
To me, that's a proper shorty.
Yeah, for sure. You have to have a little extra
Just
there.
goes over
So,
the ankle bone. Over the ankle bone.
so Alyssa, I know exactly what you're saying because my feet are about the same. Well, no, yours are maybe a little smaller than mine, but yeah. So once you get the heel done, you have a little bit of a foot because then you've got to have your like 2 inches for your toe. So that's good. So once you get the heel done, yeah, you're like hard, you're
Now,
in the home stretch.
said boy, and I mean I say he's the youngest in our group. He turned 30 while he was here. He and I'm
Mhm.
40 and I'm not the oldest in our group. So like he's our youngest.
Yeah,
He's our
yeah, yeah.
baby in our friend group. He has a size 15 foot. He's not a tiny man. He's a very large man. Got a very big foot.
Oh, yeah. That's why he needs to knit his own socks.
He keeps eyeballing. He's like, I won't ask because my feet are too big. He's like, they're 15, they're too huge. He's like, I won't ask. He's like, but Bill keeps talking about how good hand knit socks are. Of course, Bill's our veteran. He's ex MP, ex military police. Like that
Yeah.
man loves a pair of wool socks.
Uh,
He's like, no, wool socks all the way. He's like, you don't understand how good a wool sock is. I'm like, I know wool socks really good. So I haven't told him that we're going to quietly buy yarn for him, and I'm going to very slowly start making him a pair of socks because it will take me a year to make these things. They are
yeah.
going to be huge.
But won't that be a nice surprise?
I think it'll be a good welcome home to Canada
Yeah.
gift for him. I mean, I obviously won't gift them to him if he comes home this May, but if he gets to stay the next year, I will take the year and I will slowly knit him a pair of
Yeah.
socks, I think.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, because he will be tickled pink. Because again, when you're like 6'3", 6'4", and you're not a slender human being with a size 15 foot, you don't really do cold. Like
Mm,
it's not a thing for him. So like a hat wouldn't make sense, mittens wouldn't make sense. It's not really an area he's super worried about.
Nancy says those are the size feet you crank for. That's right. Get a
I don't
sock
have a circular sock
cramp
machine,
them.
so it has to be by hand.
But really, you're absolutely right. Those are
That
the
is
ones. Yeah.
if I get a
Crank.
circular sock machine, I will absolutely crank them. This
Yeah.
is not even a debate, but I do not have a circular sock machine, so
Yeah. So that's why you're just gonna plug away.
I'm gonna plug away at it.
Yep.
Pick it up, put it down as I have to. First step is to buy 2 balls of yarn of the same yarn so that I can make 2 matching pairs of socks for him because he will be 1 sock per ball.
Yeah, you'll need more
I
yarn.
will need 2 balls of yarn.
Nikki says she hears you. She said her hubby has size 16 feet.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he doesn't get to pick the color. It will be the
Yeah.
most vibrant, cheerful colored socks I can get my hands on because I don't believe in boring socks. I don't.
Oh,
I don't believe in boring socks.
I think socks, yeah. You might as
Socks
well
should be fun.
have a
Yeah,
little exciting bright colors pattern on your feet. Sure, why not?
absolutely. I also know he won't be like wearing them to school and stuff like, and he teaches again in foreign countries, so he teaches in a suit. He is
Mhm.
very comfortable in a suit because he teaches in a suit. And if you
But
can teach in Thailand in a suit in the summer, there is no complaining about suits. He knows how to buy a proper suit.
yeah, but wouldn't that be fun to have a very um I don't
Adult
what
presents with like electric pink socks. Like that's my
yeah,
plan. Because like
exactly.
he's 30. He's a young man. I say
Yeah.
young man, like 30 is super young. 30 is not that young. But you know what I mean? I'm like, no,
Like
you
wouldn't
need
that
fun
what
socks.
what's the word I'm looking for? Like I'm thinking like
Hip. Cool. I don't know. I'm too old to be
But
cool. I
like,
have no
but
idea what
yeah,
word to
like
use.
the suit, like when the kids will come in and see him dressed very business like,
Well, because he's an adult.
you know,
He's meant to be an authoritative figure in their lives, which makes
exactly,
total sense. Again,
exactly.
I'm not against suits. What you guys have to understand is I am not against a strict dress code for workplaces. I
Hmm.
understand it's an unpopular thought process, but I am not against it. I'm actually for no blue jeans, no casual shirts. I am for suits and business attire at all times at workplaces. It
Yeah, I
sends
think
the
it.
right message and it is a uniform. And the best thing about a uniform is that you don't have to think about it.
Oh, for sure.
So it takes a
But
level of stress out of your morning dress.
but what a great way then, right? To have a pop of like fun
Pop
socks.
stock. Yeah. Something that allows you to speak your personality
Yeah,
without necessarily taking away from
yeah, your
the overall effect of what you're trying to,
yeah, your
portray,
business
which is
attire.
a capable adult doing
Yeah,
an adult job. Yeah.
yeah, you're professional. You're
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I think so. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so Sam also gave Sam a new challenge to do a hat a month.
I think that's a great challenge.
I think that's a great.
It
So,
lets Sam expand and learn some new techniques, and it's all about learning.
and of course, and Sam, she's not just doing like a plain hat, right?
No, no,
She's
no, no.
looking, she wants a stranded pattern.
Absolutely.
Wants to do all kinds of stuff. So it'll be fun to do a different hat.
There's
Um,
so many hat patterns out there. Absolutely. And she's got the Spooky Vibes hat. She's got my Spooky Vibes hat,
yes, yes, that's the one.
which
Yeah.
would totally count, which would totally count for Stranded.
Yep. She's already talking about that one.
Yep.
Oh, Louise says the women in our knitting group used Briggs and Little and Tuffy to knit socks for the men in their lives.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Oh, Tuffy? Really?
Yeah.
Would this happen to be Tuffy?
Uh-oh.
Nope, it's Durasport. Literally sitting right beside my laptop. Just Briggs and Little is
Briggs and
just
Little.
here because
It's just chilling right beside you.
it just
I
happened.
love Briggs and Little.
I know, me too.
I
So
need
that's
more Briggs and Little in my
Tuffy.
life. Might have to talk to Diana about doing some neutral sweater quantity orders into Briggs and Little.
Mm,
Both and her are like, okay,
yeah.
we have our fun variegated colors, we have our bright bolds, but we need some neutrals this year to balance that wardrobe out.
Yep.
Might be some Briggs and
Oatmeal.
Little ordering in my future.
Oatmeal. I know. That poor guy did not get picked on Monday, so sadly.
I didn't vote because again, I was busy on Monday. By the time I registered, it
Yeah.
was Monday night. It was 9, and I'm like, ha ha ha, missed that entirely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, so let's see here. What is Nikki Tuffy has nylon in it.
No,
Um,
what a big misnomer is that if it is a high twist 4-ply sock yarn, it does not need nylon.
no, if it's yeah, I know. And I honestly I don't know if I trust
However,
that. This one here,
if it's a super wash, it essentially needs nylon, period.
but Durasport has nylon in it as well. It's an
Yeah,
80/20. So
the nylon helps, but if you've got a high twist yarn, you don't technically need it.
you don't, but
No. But
I
it's the same misnomer as people are like cotton is cooler because it breathes. And I'm like, cotton does not breathe, wool breathes. But we've been
yeah,
taught cotton breathes and wool is heavy, which is again, it's a misnomer. It's not
yeah.
accurate information. So
See,
you have a lot of battling to do against your own
well,
pre-built
I think
conceptions.
I think people just need to knit with cotton because um I'm not
Because if
gonna
we're honest, the summer stuff's linen. Like if you're not knitting in linen for your summer items, you're doing it wrong.
yeah, like
Or fine and lace weight wool.
like I've done worsted weight cotton for little summer tees and they're
It's
just
too
too
heavy.
hot. It's too
They're too
heavy.
heavy. It's
Too
too heavy.
heavy.
It's too hot. It's not
Yeah.
what it's for.
No.
Worsted is too thick.
No. And but you just think cotton and you think summer, but it's not.
That's not
No.
true. Because I am super cool as a cucumber in my linen clothes
Yes.
because that's what we're supposed to be wearing. Because we don't buy the extra fine weight, expensive cottons to make
Mhm.
summer clothes out of anymore. For the most part, they're not even made anymore. The closest you can get is a quilting cotton, which is still technically a medium weight cotton.
right. So I'm just reading Nikki's comment here. That's
Oh yeah.
right. She's saying, yes, Tuffy. Yes, Tuffy, it is the worsted weight, isn't it? Because it's for their like work sock type
Yeah.
sock.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm making him just
I
just
get
regular
that.
old dress socks. Just regular old wearing any type of shoe sock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Paula says here in the UK, we wear uniforms at school from 3 years and up. Yeah.
It's just well, it's the same thing with people like, why do
Yeah,
you wear dresses all the time? Or why do you wear skirts and shirts all the time? I'm like, listen, a dress is one article. I have to pick one thing and I'm done.
that's true. That's
Why
true.
am I
That
why
is
am I doubling the picking problem when I can just be like, today I feel brown and put on my brown dress.
there is some truth to that.
Like,
There's truth to that.
there's less
For
thinking
sure.
involved.
Okay, so we need to pick projects for
This month.
this month.
First month of the year.
So, but you said you're going to cast on
I'm
something
casting on for a
for the
very specific
year.
reason. Because next
All
month is
right.
February and we have our sweater challenge. And I think we're starting off like February, like we're starting.
Yes, we're going to
So I'm
start because
like,
Madness is in there.
I am not committing to a finish. Spoiler, I still have to post to Instagram today for the voting for the craft off
Okay.
for the Sunday because the Sunday is the last live. Me and Diana finally get to go back to our regular schedule. So we'll be talking about our craft off that we were
Yeah.
working on. So if I don't cast on, I'm doing design work. But if I cast
Okay.
on, I can cast on something fun for myself
Well,
or a gift. So I was
that
like,
sounds.
let's cast on.
Let's cast on.
Let's
Any
cast on.
reason to cast on, really?
Really. So I'm
Um,
like, let's do that. I also don't want to commit to a sweater, and a lot of my whips are sweaters because next month is sweater month.
it is, and I think I have my yarn picked out already for it.
I know what I'm doing. I tried making that tar sweater
Yeah, yeah,
and I
yeah.
made it in the 52 and it was too big. So I'm going to remake the tar sweater in the 47, which is the size I need.
Okay,
So I'm
okay.
going to try for a DK white sweater pullover, just a nice raglan one,
Yeah.
in 2 weeks. The challenge is the weight of the yarn.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going
Well,
to do that. So I already know what I'm doing, but because sweater month is already so heavy into a thing, I'm just like,
yeah.
let's do something fun. And I don't want to burn out on sweaters because I'm working on blankets in the background for the craft off this month.
Cannot. Oh, Sam says, can you use cotton for hats? No.
No,
Oh, I mean, you can. Yeah, I mean, you can, but
don't do
again,
it. Don't
it
do
does.
it.
It doesn't have the stretch like the wool does. Like it'll stretch the shape and it won't bounce back. I mean,
It
I mean,
has no memory, is
yeah,
what it is. So, do you know how when you wear your pants and halfway through the day they're baggy in the butt? That's the
that's what it is.
cotton.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
cotton.
So, I mean, technically you can,
But
and
if
I'm sure there's people out there who, are sensitive to wool who have done cotton,
yeah, you're gonna
but
have problems with fit halfway through the day.
yeah, ideally it's not the best choice.
You also have to, and if you're not washing your cotton between every time you wear it, you just trust me on this one. Don't go looking. Just go ew and wash. Cotton needs to be washed every time.
Yeah, yeah,
Every time.
yeah. So, Sam, just go get some wool or a nice acrylic. I think
Yeah,
you'll be
acrylic would be
better.
fine. Acrylic doesn't stretch or grow the same way cotton does.
Hmm.
It doesn't have the bounce of wool, but
Yeah,
gives a pretty sturdy frame. The biggest thing is because if your hats are too loose, 5 minutes in, they're not going to stay on your head.
no,
First breeze and they're gone. Which is, I mean, fine if it's a summer snood, right? Like if it's just meant to be a lightweight summer cap on your head, then okay, it's not really the end of the world. A cotton would probably be fine. I mean, because you're going to the fingering weight stuff anyway.
yeah.
So that's fine because it's not really meant for heat. But if it's meant to sort of like keep your noggin warm, you want something that's gonna stay put, right?
Most definitely. Most definitely. All
Do you
right.
know what you're gonna do? I
Well,
am either casting on um is it a what in the world do they call it? It's the thing where you pull it on your cat and it's got like the scarf part here and it's got the hood part here and it's like a cowl and a scarf and a hood all at the same time. Don't know what it's called.
I
I've
don't
seen
know
a
what
couple of crochet ones and I want to make a crochet one. So I was like, it's either that or I've got a girlfriend who's got a baby who's due anytime now.
so what you think a blanket for that?
Oh gosh, no.
Oh, okay.
A
So Liz
a
says
cardigan, like a baby
okay.
sweater.
Okay.
Like a 4T baby sweater or something,
Oh,
like a
thanks,
eight
Robin.
year baby sweater.
Um, does where did I see this? Oh, okay. So a balaclava,
Yeah, that might be a word.
that might be it.
That might
Okay.
be the word. Yeah.
Yeah, Susanna and Autumn both type balaclava. Liz just asked, is it like just like a cowl?
It's
Robin
like a
says balaclava.
it's like a cowl with a hood. So probably balaclava.
Oh, Nancy says balaclava too.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
I don't own one,
So,
so I can make
so
one for fun.
so we get to pick between yours. So between the balaclava thingy or
Or a baby sweater for a
baby
girlfriend
sweater.
who's due well, she's due anytime between like now and February because like babies choose when they show up, right? So like she's in that last stretch. We could appear at any point
Good.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. So it could be now or it could be Valentine's Day.
Yeah, which at some point shortly there will
Yeah.
be a new baby. Now it'll
Okay.
be their fourth. It'll be these
Oh,
friends' fourth baby. So
well, that's exciting. Well, okay, what do you guys think? What do you think? Baby knit or a balaclava thingy? I don't know. I mean, baby knits are cute, they're fun, they're
there.
fast.
So is a
But
balaclava. It's not like I'm
bal
picking vastly largely
no,
different
here
project sizes here.
and the thingy, I'm kind of curious because the thingy is a thingy, and I want to see
Mhm.
what this whole thingy
Well,
is.
I've got a couple of crochet patterns, and some of them are kind of nice, loose and drippy, and some of them are fitted, and some of them have animal ears on top. So, like, I don't know which one I'm going to make.
Wow, that's
I
not good
do
makeup.
have an animal ear hooded scarf thing that I quite enjoy wearing. My niece wears it a lot. She comes over and she puts it on her
I
head
like
because it's got big like cat or lynx ears off the side. Like I'm all about the ridiculous hats, guys. If I'm
that's
gonna wear a
kind of
hat,
fun.
it's gonna be over the top.
All right, get your fingers working here. We're gonna have. Oh, I thought. Well, okay, okay. Let's see here. So I
I mean, I'm
think
gonna make
Nancy
both.
says
It's just which
balaclava.
one do I do secretly, if we're
Alyssa
honest.
says balaclava.
Okay.
Emma says
Again,
baby.
I live in hope that I'll get a real winter and I'll be able to wear it this year, but we'll see.
We'll see. Okay,
We'll see.
so so let's start again. So Alyssa says balaclava.
Okay.
Emma says baby.
Uh-huh.
Liz says balaclava.
Uh-huh.
Paula says baby.
Okay.
Linda says baby.
Uh-huh.
Nancy says baby.
Okay.
Nikki says baby.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, that's right, because she says, some babies come early, best to be prepared. Okay, so baby, yeah, it looks like it's Paula
It's
said,
the fourth baby. It's not gonna lack. It's got things from its older siblings. It's fine.
yeah. So it
Yeah.
doesn't need something right
It
away.
doesn't need it does not need
Oh,
anything right away.
all right. Paula says a baby balaclava with ears.
Oh my God, no.
Louise says baby.
Also because I know their older brother, who's like 2 or 3 at this point. Two, I think 2 or 3. Anyway, I made him one of those tube things just shove babies into so
Oh
that
yeah,
they're warm. Yeah, I made one of those
yeah.
last time around because that was the one thing Mom said she needed. So does it
You don't
we
have
don't need
that.
it. We don't need it. And Mom learned to crochet this year during this pregnancy this past year. So
Oh, good. So we
she's
can
been making
make
things for the baby.
systemic complaints. Susanna says balaclava, but I think baby is still
I think baby might be winning.
led by a couple. Yeah. Interesting. Would have, I thought people would have said the balaclava thingy, but no.
Again, I'm
Int
gonna make both. It's just which one do I not tell anybody about show except to show it off once and then it's gone. So maybe twice if I'm not done it.
well, Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I just lost live chat. There we go. Good heavens.
It happens. It happens to me all
But
the time when I'm
we're back.
watching.
We're
I'm like,
back.
really?
Oh,
Really,
Sam
YouTube?
says balaclava.
I was not keeping track. I was not
Baby,
counting.
I think baby still has. All right.
Okay.
I think balaclava tried to rally at the end, but I think baby is still ahead by one
Okay.
or two.
Okay.
All right. Done.
Done.
We need a gavel.
Or a
It's
bell
like
or a
an
gong.
auction. Like an auction. It's like sold.
Sold.
It is
Baby.
baby.
What kind of baby sweater? No idea. I'll go pick. What color yarn? No idea. I'll go pick.
Yeah. But a baby thing, that's fun.
Baby
It's
thing.
exciting to knit for babies. I saw my granddaughter today. Oh
Good.
my goodness, she's going to be 10 months old in like next week and a half kind of thing. Oh my goodness, she is just so big
Well,
and
yeah, that's what they're doing.
I
Doubling in
know,
size every time you blink.
so amazing, right? Like you would think I had did not have children of my own, right? Because every time I see her, I'm like, oh my goodness, she's so big and she's like doing this. And it's like, how is this possible? But yeah, like like she's totally lost that baby look and
We're getting
she,
towards toddler at this
oh yeah,
stage.
like definitely more toddler than baby and she'll be walking very, very soon. She's it's just so amazing to see all these things, right? It's just oh so much fun, but she's getting so big.
That's what they
I,
do.
I know, right? I know. Just sometimes though you just wit, the babies just
No, no.
anyway.
As the human without small humans, trust me, the answer is no, because at some point I would like the large humans back. And I don't get them back till their small humans are of approximately shoulder height in range. And I would like my friends back. And I've waited that decade
Mm,
between baby to when
baby
they are of a
are
human enough size that their immediate care has begun to been taken over by themselves.
yes, yes, there is a transition.
I've put in a decade of wait
Yes,
while
I know
this process
it,
goes
it
on.
definitely changes the whole lifestyle for people.
I
For
get to have
sure.
my
For
friends
sure.
back. I've waited a decade. Now the small human has to share with me.
That's true. That's true. Well, that's a good life lesson, right?
Yeah.
It's yeah. All right. So my project. I
Yes. What are we
I
thinking?
had well, I got a couple options here.
Okay,
I
okay,
was
I'm with you.
thinking, like, I really want to.
I'm gonna
I
bug you about the MCal because I want to see it in that navy bluish color. So I'm it's just like tomorrow it'll be a message. It'll be a message like, "Did you find your yarn?" Like I'm desperate
well,
to see what yarn you're
that's
using.
my thing, right? Is I had a scarf or the sleeves of my sweater,
Okay.
but I'm thinking, should it just be
The MCal?
the MCAL and make sure
Uh-oh.
I'm on track and keep
Uh-oh.
up month by month?
This is always a controversial decision. An FO, like a new start or a whip.
Uh, what do you guys think?
I
Because
haven't voted on chat.
doing doing showing like the clue like month to month, like that's not yeah, that's not giving anything away for the
No,
MCAL, is it?
no,
I mean, if people
no, no,
don't want to see it, they could just not.
no.
They could just
Like
close the eyes and
the
miss it.
last clue goes out February the 12th. So like you won't even
Okay.
have an FO for
Okay.
our check-in in
Oh,
February because we'll still be working our way through the clues.
okay. So that won't be an issue
Won't
then.
be an issue there.
Um,
Now,
oh,
have
Nikki.
I taken photos of each of my clues to crop to send to Diana because I can't see and I don't want to spoil things? Absolutely. But I have all clues.
Yeah,
I just want to show clue one on Sunday. So I took a photo and I cropped it down so that there's no sneaking.
there you go. That's good. Yeah. You don't want to let anything out of the bag.
No.
So I have got, so remember my my Christmas sweater that
However,
is not done, but
I do know you've got that whiteboard.
I do. I'm gonna put it into use here this weekend. So I do have like an itty bitty 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 start on my sleeve. So I
That's
could
tiny.
do, yeah, it is, but a start. It's a start. Or I've got my mistake rib scarf that I could finish,
Okay.
or I could do sleeve, or I could just
Didn't we
stick.
say we weren't using the finish word anymore?
Oh, right, progress. Progress.
Wait a minute. Don't give them the option. Don't give them the option.
No finishes. What is this? I've seen on social media. Have you seen where people are doing like their in and out list
Yeah.
instead of like New Year's resolutions, like what they're not taking forward with them and what they want to have
No.
more of? Well, on my out list is the word finish.
Okay.
Yeah, no more finish. It's just going to be progress or
Progress.
a lot of progress.
Mhm.
Progress. Anyway,
I
okay.
haven't done New Year's resolutions in a while. I
Oh, I
A New
know.
Year's
I
resolution happens whenever you start a thing, and you don't have to start it on
exactly.
Monday. It doesn't have to be the first of the month. And in fact, it's better if neither of those things have occurred when you're doing something new.
Okay, let's see here.
I've
So you got
also learned that I have to actually be a hard at myself for the first 30 to 60 days to keep a routine. Absolutely no ifs, no ands, no buts, no
here.
excuses. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
First 30 days,
yeah.
it happens when it needs to happen, and everything else takes a side seat.
It has to, or it
Or
won't.
the habits not
Yeah,
developed. And I
yeah,
know myself to know that I have to be hard about it. So
yeah, me too.
I also don't start things the first week in January. I start things the second week in January. Because what?
Well,
No,
what did, yeah, the first
no.
week is still like you're just getting over Christmas. It's still relaxing mode. It's yeah.
People are still faffing about not working. I have enough trouble with that nonsense. I do not need to add additional nonsense to my pile.
There you go. Oh, okay. Liz says start the MCAL.
See, I mean, I'm gonna vote start the MCAL, but I'm casting on this month, so I feel like it's a biased opinion, and it's my design, like my entire design stuff. Like I'm super biased, not even like a little bit biased. Like I'm way out in left field biased. Like
No, well, I'm
I am
leaning
out.
towards, I mean, well, I want the sweater wearable.
Yes.
I guess I mean, I want to, but I like really want to start the MCAL. So let's see. Oh, Autumn's saying MCAL. We could just go with the MCAL. What do you
I
guys
mean,
think?
I don't think we need like any other votes. Like three people sufficient.
Yeah, really. Done. I've got a hairbrush here. Can this be a gavel? Sold.
Yep.
Done.
Sold. Clack. Well, three people said it was
Oh
okay. I'm
no.
going. Bye.
Emma says sweater. Okay, we'll see what other people say. Unless
I
it's
mean,
like
and there's nothing saying that
really.
you can't pick up
Oh,
and work on the sweater.
Alyssa said
Like
sweater
maybe
too.
you make your sweater like work progress on your sleeves part of like you want to show it off at mid-month motivation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe.
I just sort of leave it on the couch near the TV because you know it's something you can
Then I can just pick it up. And
pick it up
maybe
and
I
chill
need
with.
both
Yeah.
because if you're the MCAL is pattern and like row counting and whatever, then I'm going to want something every once in a while that's just stockinette.
Yeah. Oh,
So
absolutely.
yeah,
I did
yeah,
some basic roundy and stockinette while I did the MCAL because I sometimes you want pattern, sometimes you don't.
that's
Yeah.
okay. So it's looking like it's pretty much 50-50. There's like MCAL, sweater, MCAL, sweater, both, says Nancy.
Nancy, a woman after my own heart, do both.
Yeah, and Paula's saying sweater to get it off the needles ready for February, which is also a good goal. So
Yeah.
MCAL, Nikki says, okay, so we're gonna go with both.
Yeah.
We're gonna start the
Because
MCAL
again, no finishes. Just leave them on the side of the couch and you work on them.
progress.
And you do one for a while, then you do another for a while. So
I
your brain
know.
gets a bit of a
And
break.
but you know what I'm secretly hoping is if we just keep saying progress,
Hmm.
I'm gonna get finishes in there just
You
because I'm not
will.
saying the word finish, right?
Yeah. No. Every time you do progress, you're closer to the end than you
Oh,
were when you started.
I'm so excited for this MCAL. How did I forget about it?
It was
Oh,
December. It's crazy.
I know. It was Christmas. I know. Anyways, but that's good. Good job. we're here tonight. Good job we didn't like put this off till next week. Then I would have been,
I
I
wouldn't have
would.
been enough time in January to do anything. I would have been like, guess what, guys? We don't get a vote this month because I need something that's super fast.
So, okay, this is working out perfect. So that's good. Okay, MCAL, I'm so
Phaedra, just because you're sleeping behind the monitor doesn't mean you need to kick it.
um okay, that's so exciting. So what I'm gonna have to do then is go find my yarn.
Go find your yarn.
Go find my yarn. Find my
Mhm.
blue, find some needles. The needles, that's the
Isn't it always the problem though?
is the problem.
Oh.
I Yeah. Okay, that's okay. I can find and yarn shops are open tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday.
Uh-huh.
So look, I am just itching to go to a yarn shop. At
I can
first it was like
see.
because I was gonna have to buy yarn. Now I think I just gonna have to go and buy a needle.
Yeah.
I just maybe I will just go to the yarn sh oh, no, okay, maybe I shouldn't do that. Or maybe I can. As I say, maybe I could just take my stash yarn to the yarn shop and just cast on there.
Oh goodness.
Oh, I mean, who am I kidding? I will buy yarn. I mean, anyways, I don't know. I'll see. Maybe I can find a needle. Maybe I can find
Maybe.
a needle. I probably
Oh,
can. Because
oh.
what's that? No, don't answer that, Jocelyn, because you're knitting it on like a
Probably for
needle.
you, given that you're a loose knitter, you're probably a 3.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a 3.75 for a shawl. 3.5. Honestly, I'll use whatever I can find.
Yeah,
3.5,
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
3.75.
I used a 4 millimeter, but I have a very tight gauge.
Yeah.
So
So I don't think I would need to go for if I can find 3.75, that's what I
yeah,
think I will use.
that'd be a good shawl density.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And plus it's Croy. Well, maybe I could go for because it is
Croy
Croy
is a bit thicker.
and it is a little bit thicker.
Maybe.
And it's a shawl, so I'm gonna want a drapier and knit on a bigger
Yes.
size needle. I don't want it super tight. So, okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go read the introductory whatever you sent out there. The info
Info
sheet.
sheet and
Yeah, the
clue
info
one.
sheet. And check the
I
room.
swear, quadruped.
Oh my gosh. This is so exciting.
I'm excited to see if you're a Jocelyn or a Diana.
No, I'm excited for this too.
I
Okay,
got
is
so
anybody else?
derailed looking
Is
for
any
ideas and inspirations for those questions. The volume of internet quizzes I did from October through to December was excessive.
was it?
Excessive.
That's fun. I
Like
can't
I
wait
ran
to
across one where it's like, what Canadian Halloween candy are you from like the candy, the chocolate bar box? And I was like, oh, I better be a coffee crisp. And so like I stopped what I was doing. I was working with Diana. I was like, hang on, I gotta take this quiz. I gotta find out if I'm a coffee crisp. And she's like, I'm not even gonna ask anymore.
that's
The
hilarious.
number of times I've been like, hang on, hold on the work design thing. I gotta find out this thing. I'll be right back. I need to know
Okay,
what Disney
so
princess I am. 15 times in a row with different quizzes.
that's hilarious.
Uh,
Okay, so is anybody else gonna start the MCAL this weekend? Did
now,
anybody
don't
else?
get me
Has
wrong.
anybody
The MCAL is gonna run to the week after the 12th of February. Like we're not closing the MCAL to like the
Does
end of
anybody
March.
no, so like you can do it like
You
forever and
can
ever.
do
Like
it.
next
Yeah,
year you could do it. But is
you can do it.
anybody else out there thinking like, oh, maybe I could do that?
Yeah.
Like, anybody? Anybody else?
AJ, anybody? Anybody?
Let's see. Robin says go for it. Nancy says, um, go in with blinders on. I know to the yard shop. Yeah. Um, oh no, Sam. Are you all right, Sam? Hi, Donna. Oh, Donna's gonna try.
Yeah,
All right, Donna, let's do it. Okay.
absolutely.
Now, Donna, the big question is, do you have yarn in your stash?
You can
Or
find me on most Mondays. I'm in the chat. There is a
that,
Ravelry thread. There's the Mar Asa floating around. If you're in the Ravelry thread, Asa can help you out. She's a moderator
okay.
for me. Diana, if you can catch her, like we're floating around. We are catchable. It might take me like 20
Okay.
plus hours, but if you just message me at the wrong time, I only have so much screen time. So
Well, all right. Well, this is exciting. So we are just, yes, we always, some reason when we chat, we always hit the 1 hour and a half mark. So we're just a couple minutes away from that.
I just budget for an hour and a half. I assume we're going to be here for that one.
I know. I know.
Oh,
That's what yeah, I do too. So, anyways, okay. So I know what I'm doing. You know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing. A baby sweater.
Baby sweater, progress.
Yes.
Fantastic. All right. So, and we are going to, so Jocelyn and I were just talking
All right. We were.
um, about the dates we're going to do. So I think
Yes.
we are actually going to switch it to Friday nights
Yep.
from here on out. So hopefully that will work with everybody. So there'll be 2 Friday nights a month. And
Yes, because we have the new. There'll be the first Friday of the month, and then like the second or third Friday of the month.
yeah, then we'll stick in a mid-month
Yeah.
um motivation one in there. So the mid-month, I mean, Friday's always a little tricky because I want to do some more traveling, but I'm hoping that we can just do this from wherever I am. So there may be the odd mid-month that we may skip come the summertime, but we'll deal with that when we get there. But
Or we do it a week earlier or a week later,
yeah,
or we bump it to a
we
Thursday
could,
because you're traveling on Friday. Like we can
yeah.
be a bit of
So,
flexible on that.
well,
That would make our mid-month motivation the 19th this month.
okay. 19th of January. All right. That'll be a good kind of check in, see
Mhm.
what we're working on.
Yep.
That'll
And
be
we could
fun.
talk about the February sweater challenge.
I know because that'll only be a couple of weeks away. So
It'll only
everybody
be a couple
start
weeks away at that
thinking
point.
about the February. So we'll start that. So we will start that in Donna said she might have to go buy something new.
That's
Yes,
fair.
that's always fun.
Mhm.
Let's look at quickly at the February.
It depends on when Sock Madness starts for you. I don't pay attention to those dates because I do not
No.
participate.
But you know what? February 2nd is the first Friday.
So that works.
So that would be a perfect time. We'll just start it on that Friday and then people will have the weekend to carry on.
Absolutely. No, I
And
like it.
we'll go 2 weeks from there.
Yep,
And that ends up on February 16th. Bum, bum, bum. Okay.
that works.
Great. So
Perfect.
February 2nd, everybody, if you want to join in the
2 weeks.
sweater
Sweater in 2 weeks.
challenge, which is always fun. And if you're new, you can do it. It can be done. If you use a chunky weight yarn, easy peasy. I've done it 2 years
I
in
think I
a
was
and
3 days short at the worsted weight, and that's because I got
yes,
distracted.
yeah.
That's why I was like, nah, doable. So
I
I've
didn't,
moved down to DK to see if I can do it in a DK weight because that's the challenge.
yeah. And what did I do? I did a worsted one last month or last year, and
Yeah,
I don't think I got it finished either. I think I was close,
yeah,
but I didn't. But chunky weight can be
for
done.
sure. I've done worsted and completed them. So
Yeah.
I didn't quite
So
get it done
I'm
last year. So
I'm going to do a worsted weight sweater this year.
okay. I'm
I
aiming for DK because I want to get down to the finer weights.
okay.
And I'm finding I know that I can do it in 2 weeks on worsted, so
You're gonna challenge yourself.
I lose focus. So I need
Ah,
that focus right at the start. So I'm
yeah.
thinking lowering the weight of yarn I'm using will do that to me because then I'll start to panic day one, which is the mode I need to be in to get it done.
To get it done. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I am going to take some vacation time.
Ooh,
So
fancy.
yes. So
Ooh.
I will have some more time to work on my sweater.
I will have my sibling's birthday right towards the end because she gets older on the 10th of February. So right near my deadline when I will be panic knitting like a crazy person, I will be doing family dinner. However, I will show up at my sister's house and go, this has to be done on the 16th. Ah! And she'll be like, yeah, 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 sit at the kitchen table while I finish up what we're doing.
Uh, oh, so Nancy says, does that mean you're going to need 12 balls of Croy? Yes, I guess it will.
Yep, 6 full skeins would
And
be 12 of Croy because they're 50 grams each.
12 of
I mean,
Croy.
now technically she won't need 12 because obviously you won't have leftovers of each color at the end of each thing. So
Yeah,
you'll
so I
probably
would,
end up absolutely requiring fewer balls of
yeah.
Croy, but not by a bunch, not by a bunch.
And so I'm pretty sure I will probably have 12.
I mean, worst
I
case, if you don't do the 2/3 of it in that navy color and then just fade to a different color at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now I will have to go pull it all out and count because I'm pretty sure there's two different dye lots in there.
it's a shawl.
So, Um, yeah. So I don't know. I'll see what I've got.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hoping I should have enough, I think. Okay.
I want to
I'm
see
gonna
what you get
go.
for clue one. Guys, I need to know. I need to know. Who's me? Who's in the Jocelyn camp? I was sitting there
I'll
like, I'm
go.
a Diana. And I'm like, I'm a Diana. I'm like, oh no, it's just me, boo.
All
Fine,
right.
be a Diana.
Yes, Sam, I can. Just make sure you message me the morning of just to make sure. And can I help you with starting your head on Thursday? Absolutely, I can do that. Yeah. All right. Well, you guys, this has been so much fun. I'm so excited. Um, okay. MCAL it is.
And we're off to the
And
races. Guys,
I'm,
we'll see you in
yeah.
2 Fridays.
Yeah, 2 Fridays. So this will be fun. We'll just switch it up a little bit for Friday nights.
That works.
And yeah, and so that will because I know that there was some people who when with the Fiber Friends when we were doing our lives Friday nights, there were some people that were disappointed that we weren't still on Friday nights. So this will we'll have something every well kind of twice a month on Friday nights. So that hopefully will work for a lot of people.
That'd be exciting.
So, good stuff. Well, it was lovely chatting with you, Jocelyn.
I'm
Happy.
so glad we got the internet to work.
Oh, so fun. I know. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. What are the odds of it having not having it work 2 nights in a row?
I mean, don't put it out there in the
Don't even ask. I know.
universe.
I know.
Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
No, we're all good.
Lady,
Ah,
lady.
all right. Liz is saying good night. What did you say?
Night.
All right, everybody. Good night, everybody. Um, yeah, all
I'm
right.
live on Sunday
All
on
right.
Northern Knits podcast. If you like voting, there's going to be some craft off voting on the Instagrams and the YouTubes for everybody.
All right.
Because me and Diana do our own secret crafting. And everybody votes on what project we're going to work on.
Yeah.
See how that goes. And then you've got New Start Monday on Monday.
Get new start Monday. Yep. I know. And that's yeah. That's oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. Anyways, okay. I'm not gonna say a word. Not gonna say
Guys, we're off to the
okay, what
races.
uh
Zoom.
oh Susanna, I know. Okay. Susanna's asking, what about Pound of Love? Well, you know what? I literally have a big pound of love ball
But that's worsted
here.
on the MCALs and fingering.
Oh, it is worsted, yeah, but it's a fine worsted. But yeah, that would be way too big.
It's
If it's big and
it's
worsted,
already a big shawl. Worsted is not going to help you.
but I'll tell you though, Savannah, Pound of Love is what I'm using for my February sweater.
Oh, I want some like I need to buy some Pound of Loves.
Uh-huh.
I just they are so good for design. They're so good for design work.
Hmm.
So good for design work.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm
that's
like, I need
I
to
was
get some.
figuring
Okay.
I was figuring that out today. So that's what I'm going to use for my February sweater.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. We're gonna wrap up. So everybody,
Gotta go.
great Friday night. Have a great weekend. And yeah, I will try. I'll see what I'm doing on Sunday, and if I can, I will join you guys live.
We'll be early on Sunday.
Okay.
Which I mean, okay, I'm gonna say early. Like 9 a.m. Manitoba time is 10 a.m. your time. It's not that early on a Sunday morning.
Okay.
No. It's because at 11:30 my time, so 12:30 your time, I have to be out the door to go play Lord of the Rings with the boys because everybody else is free. And we're a
Okay.
group of six with dads and people who travel for their work and people with non-traditional jobs. So like for all of us to have a Sunday free, I'm like, I'm just moving the I was like, Diana, can we move the live? Because like everybody else is free. She's like, yes, yes, we
Yeah,
can. I'm like, oh,
we're
thank
gonna
God.
do that.
I do not
Okay.
want to be the person holding us back from this.
I may not be able to join you live then, but I'll try to vote. I'll try to vote.
Yeah.
And then, all right.
It's a one-off, and that's just because it's the first Sunday back, and if we start making excuses now as to why we can't meet up, it won't happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So Susanna, the pound of love is the wrong weight. It's worsted and we
it's
need a
wrong.
fingering weight.
We need a fingering weight. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We will catch you all later on. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Happy